Today I am going to review a Thai series My Ride. Though this series ended on March 31st, it created less buzz to international viewers, and even in this channel, which is full of BL enthusiasts who might have just finished That's My Candy and Me Hours Up, there was little to no talk about the series. The series was moderately well received in Thailand, and it somehow boosted the careers of the actors. Still, this series failed to create wonders for the cast and crew involved. Let's look at some of the major aspects and my views about those. The series. The series seemed kinda dated, and rightly so. This was supposed to release in 2020, however lack of sponsors and funding pushed it to 2022. This series sort of reminds me of My Engineer, which also took years on the making and was not able to have the impact which it would have had it released around 2018. Likewise, this series also would have been nicely appreciated had it been released a bit earlier. But there is a flaw with marketing which I will address in the later part of the video. The story and screenplay. Well, like almost all BL, this series also runs on a predictable storyline. Even though the Yuki was in love with another guy, he won't be able to get his hands on the Yuki, as Yukis are supposed to be virgins, and could only be de-virginized by the seme. As the screenplay was ready since 2 years, they could have revised that a bit to fit into 2022, still it is fine. The main characters and their development is fantastic. The love between two classes of people, a doctor and a motorcycle taxi driver, shows love can happen with anyone and anywhere irrespective of class divide. On the other hand, the side characters' storyline seem rather disjointed, and at many instances it felt like the side characters are in a different show, especially the storyline of Toy and Boss. The characters. The two main characters, Fame as Tawan and Fluke as Mork, did a wonderful job. They look good together and had justified their roles well. Fame is good as he has been acting all his childhood years, but Fluke is still a rookie, and still he carried the whole series along with Fame. I must say, Fluke is one of the most good-looking actors we have. His smiles and his dimples are to die for. You can never get enough of his dimples. And the way he says, just makes your heart melt. Apart from the main leads, the side couple of Toy and Boss was rather uninteresting at the start, and Yoon as Toy actually comes up as annoying than funny. However, towards the end I was kinda rooting for their happy ending too. Another couple of Nadia and the barista was below average, but Nadia behaves as a jerk and was the only couple I didn't want happy ending. However, the older couple who played the uncles of the main lead Mork are lovely. They acted so well and are believable as a long-term couple. Their bickering is funny, and it was nice to see them on screen. The cinematography. I am split about the cinematography. For the first few episodes the cinematography was below average. Even the landscape view of Bangkok with Mahanakhon in frame looked just so. However, the drone shot of northern Thailand was captured beautifully and some of the scenes turned out better than expected. The pacing. As all of you know, I really hate slow pace, and pacing is one of the things that made the series a bit dated. The main characters taking more than 8 episodes to confess their feelings, Tawan's relationship with Dr. Po taking too much time to resolve, and the riot act during Loi Kay Thong festival was too much to handle certainly makes the series less interesting. Some of the episode lose pace and become borderline boring only to be saved by Fluke's dimples. The moments. Some of the moments in the series, especially between the main leads, are done really well and as full of fluffs that'll melt your heart. The scene on the Ferris wheel, or Tawan falling asleep on Mork's back during their motorcycle ride, or their walk in the temple where Mork wants to hold Tawan's hand. I could watch those again and again. Similarly, the main leads are shown as role ambiguous, which is a change from the top-bottom stereotype. The marketing. The biggest flaw of the series lies in the marketing. It feels sad that the makers are still unable to recognize the value added by YouTube, and it feels sad that they do not care about international viewers when the domestic viewership is just concentrated on the BL niche among the teenage girls. I know how difficult it is to get the funding, and had Line TV been operational the series would have been more popular, as WeTV is still not on everyone's phone like Line TV. Still, it is good that WeTV has money which made this series possible. Though with a lot of pressure from international fans, they later had subtitled version on Gaga La La, but the first subtitled episode was released when the series was actually airing 7th episode, which failed to have the expected impact. In the end, I always thought the director Paul Sirok had potential. He did a decent job from what was provided with a limited budget. It is not one of the exceptional series this year, still it was a breath of fresh air to see a story outside of a regular school college. The series is available in Gaga La La. You can give it a try if you haven't already. My personal rating for the series is an 8 out of 10. Have you watched the series? Did you like it?